Now that we know the basics of npm and webpack, let's start building our React application. Create a new project called React app. You can name it anything that you want, and open this folder in your text editor. Alright, so this has a source folder. We have a folder called comps where we'll maintain all our React components. We then have our main app.js file, which is where all the React application, all of our React application resides. We then have static folder like before. It has a build, we have a custom CSS, and then index.html file. We'll use Bootstrap for styling. We then use our custom styles. We have a main app div, and then we will be using the bundle.js, which gets generated from Webpack. Webpack config file stays as it is with just one change, which is addition of module and the key called loaders. What this does is it checks for JS or JSX file extensions, and if it finds those files, it will then run through this loader called Babel loader, basically to convert JSX files into pure JavaScript. We also have additional packages. Let's initiate a project as an npm project and start installing all the dependencies like React, Babel, Webpack, etc. So open the command prompt, navigate to the project folder. Now type a command called npm init, which will initiate this project as an npm project and allow us to create a JSON file in which all dependencies shall be stored. So as you can see, this starts a utility to create a package.json file. You can always type help for the documentation. Now it's asking for the name of our npm project, which is this. This is the default name that it suggests. If you want, you can change it, or you can keep it as is and just hit enter. Version, it's suggesting as 1.0.0, so let's say enter. If you want any description, you can add description or leave it blank. This is the name of the app, version, description. This isn't needed, we can take this out. Just hit enter, and here it creates a JSON file for us. Let's take out main and scripts as we won't be using it. Okay, now let's install React and React DOM packages. npm install save, or just -s, both are same, React. Now all this while we used to install our packages, which were Webpack and Webpack dev server, globally. Something like this. This used to install the package in users directory, but what this does is it installs the package locally within this project folder and updates the JSON file along with the package name and its respective version number. This is the best practice that we should be following, and we should not be installing any dependencies or packages globally, so that users will get to know what packages are dependent on this particular project. Okay, so let's install React. If you want to install multiple packages, you can give space React DOM, hit enter. Once installation is complete, you should be able to see that the package.json file will be updated with the dependencies of React and React DOM. You should keep in mind that whenever you type npm install React, or any package name for that matter, it always installs the latest version. In this case, it is 15.4.0 release candidate. If you want to install a specific version, you can always give @15.3.2. alright. Now that we've installed React and React DOM, let's install the other dependencies. Let's save these as dependencies in our JSON file. So -s or save, both are same. You can also save them as dev dependencies, which just keeps dependencies and development dependencies separate. So let's do that. For that, the command is -d or save dev, both are same. So let's do this. Copy it, open your command prompt, right click and paste, and hit enter, so that it will install all the dependencies. Right now, if you see, it has created a node modules, and in node modules we have React and React DOM. So there it is. It has installed all our dependencies and it has named it as dev dependencies.